I often wonder what my life would have been like if I would have, bought a house, had a wife, some kids, 401k, all that fun shit. But I'm single, debt free, no kids, no complaints really. But every once in a while, I do wonder what it would have been like. But I'm a child of a product of a broken home. My parents divorced when I was pretty young, so that idea is always stuck in my head. Like, I don't ever want to have to pay child support. I'd rather just, stay with that person. Hopefully they're not a fucking psychopath. But I often wonder, like, it's got to be really, really difficult for, like, single mothers to date. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to step up to that responsibility, especially our generation of selfish people. Like, the millennials are so selfish where it's all about me, 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 me. Look at this picture of me. Look at this video that I'm filming right now and you're listening to. Yeah. But, the thing is that it's got to be difficult. And I personally have been with a woman who had two younger kids. And it's funny, it's funny because I met her at a bar, which you probably should never meet a single mother at a bar. But it was a bar that I regulated. Her stepdad was a bartender there, funny enough. And, we hung out a couple times. We really clicked and stuff. And, I never met her kids, so I can't really attest to their behavior or anything like that. But I remember the first time we hooked up. It was actually in the bar bathroom at the bar that her stepdad worked at. And we go in there, and, like, we're making out hardcore. And I go and I grab her titty, and she's like, be careful, be careful, be careful. I might lactate. I'm like, what? And she's like, I might lactate. And I had to think to myself, I'm like, oh. I mean, she did have a baby, like, 8 or 9 months ago. So, yeah, I guess that's the thing. They're still producing that milk. So I was just like, all right. And I was like, will you show me, like, how it comes out of the nipple? I've always wondered, like, does it just come out just one little hole, like a bottle would, or, like, how does it work? And she was just like, do you want me to show you? And I was like, absolutely. So she pulls out her titty and she, like, squeezes it just a little bit, and I see that it starts coming out, like, all the pores on her nipple. And I'm like, wow. I'm, like, so intrigued. And I was like, can I try? And she's like, yeah, I guess. And I grab that thing and I squeeze real hard, and it shoots and hits the mirror like a pimple. And she's like, be careful, they're sensitive. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what does it taste like? She goes, I don't know, I've never tasted my own breast milk. And I go, may I? And she's like, I guess. And I get in there and I start sucking on the titty, and within a couple little suckles on that nipple, I was just like, this flavor ain't for me. I don't know what it was, what she ate, or if just breast milk tastes like that. I was a formula kid, so I had never had breast milk. And so it was an experience. I don't know if she'd ever had a grown man suck on her nipple. Well, probably, but not for milk. But, from then on, like, having sex with her, and, like, every time she'd lactate, and it just always reminded me of onion milk, and I could never really get over it. I got problems. Thanks for listening, guys.